Libra, this is your 2026 astrological forecast. Libra, this is going to be a year of harmonious support and significant growth in careers for many Libras. It's going to be a fast-paced year, so hang on. The year starts with lots of planets in Capricorn coming into conjunction, some with the Sun. The first of which happens on January 6th. Venus conjoins the Sun, so that's a Cazimi. She comes into Cazimi, which is she's being rebirthed through the heart of the Sun at 16 degrees and 22 minutes of Capricorn. So that is your fourth house. This is a foundational house, and this will be very important for you, Libra. So she's dying here in the heart of the Sun, and this represents something here dying. So the fourth house deals with our family, our home, our roots, inner security, our inner emotional landscape. Continue with our mothering, nurturing. So something changing here for you. When Venus is rebirthed as an evening star, it happens February 17th up until October 19th. She'll be visible as an evening star, and that happens in the sign of Pisces. So that for you, your sixth house of your everyday work habits, your everyday health habits. So Venus being rebirthed here, she's exalted, so she's very strong and she can operate really well. And it's going to help you really assess and see what you really value in your everyday life, in your work, in your habits. And it's going to be a good time. It will be a good time to put forth new daily habits that will help support you and your longevity. Venus is the ruler of your sign. And that first house she disposits your first house of Libra, and that does also deal with your physicality and your health. So that will be important for you to use this time to birth new habits and getting them into place. And during this time period, Saturn is still here. So Saturn offers that needed support and structure to put this into place, what you need to do to change the things that are necessary. On January 8th, Mars will conjunct Venus, and this is a new cycle starting between the two of them, and it supports and represents the divine masculine and the divine feminine within all of ourselves, within the collective. And this is a harmonious rebirth for us, also in Capricorn, also your foundational fourth house and root. And it bodes well. It's helping us balance out the masculine and feminine on the earth and within ourselves. And for you, again, it's your inner emotional, your inner foundation and emotion for you. Then on January 9th, Mars comes into a conjunction with the Sun and dies and rebirths through the heart of the Sun. It happens at 19 degrees and 12 minutes of Capricorn. And this initiates a 2-year cycle for Mars at about the time of the equinox around March 21st. And at that time, Mars also will rebirth in Pisces. And that, again, is your sixth house. And this is giving you more energy and helping you drive home and initiate more around your health, your habits, your daily habits, your work environment to create the most benefit for you as the cycle of Mars for the next 2 years goes through. On January 26th, Neptune will ingress Aries, and that will be your seventh house. Now, Neptune brings a spiritual element to it, so it's bringing the spiritual element to all of your relationships because this is your relationship house. It's your house of contracts. It's your house of legal matters. It tends to bring fogginess and disillusionment and illusion with it as well. So it's time to take care to see relationships properly when Neptune is in this house. On February 13th, Saturn will ingress Aries. And then the planet of structure and discipline and rules is now in Aries. But it's in its fall in Aries, so it doesn't work that well. It doesn't work as well as it does in other signs. It will take more effort for all of us to put in structure and habits and discipline. And that's going to be in your seventh house. So it's going to be really important that you really evaluate your relationships very seriously as you can, because of these two planets here in this seventh house. On February 17th, there's a new moon solar eclipse that initiates a new 18-month cycle for you at 28 degrees and 15 minutes of Aquarius, which is your fifth house. So this is your house of pleasure and romance and speculation and entrepreneurship. Risk-taking is here. Gambling happens to be here. Our children are found here in this house. So for some of you might be having some new children coming into your life, or new relationships developing with your children, or newness in any one of those areas in your life. On February 20th, Saturn conjuncts Neptune at 0 degrees Aries in your seventh house. So this is huge. It's big for all of us. This is on the world axis point. point, and all of the astrologers are talking about it because it's that big. And in your house, this is initiation in relationship, in businesses, business contracts, particularly contracts, perhaps even legal matters. And this for all of us is life-changing. Do not underestimate how important this is. Then on March 3rd, we have a total lunar eclipse at 12 degrees and 54 minutes of Pisces. Again, your sixth house. So lunar eclipse is in full moon and it illuminates wherever it is located. This is your sixth house of health habits, those health habits that need to be initiated, work habits, daily habits. This is a very daily house. So things being illuminated here that are not working for you, that need to go and need to be eliminated. So something ending here for you. April 25th, Uranus will ingress Gemini. That is your ninth house. So this whole house is the whole landscape of this house is going to change over the next few years, 7 years until 2033 that Uranus is in this house. This is your higher house of knowledge, your higher house of thought, philosophy, worldview, belief system, your faith, spirituality, your studies are found here, higher studies, foreign studies, foreign lands, cultures, languages are all in this house. So it's changing all that for you. It's changing how you operate, how your beliefs are, like your faith, all that is changing. So expect radical and big changes and fast moving changes here. Jupiter will station direct, that is in your 10th house. On March 10th, it'll be at 15 degrees, and this is a very auspicious, exalted degree for Jupiter. So it's so interesting that it entered its shadow and it ends its at retrogression at this point. So it starts moving direct, and then by June 9th, Venus has caught up to Jupiter, and it's going to conjunct Jupiter at 25 degrees and 46 minutes of Cancer. This is in your 10th house, and this deals with your public image, your status in society, your reputation, your career. And this is so benevolent. This is so good for you, Libra. It really is. It's so good for you. So if there's something new you want to launch in your career or something you want to put out into the world, this date is the day to do it. It's a very benevolent, auspicious date. And then on June 20th, Chiron ingresses Taurus. That's your 8th house. So it's going to be healing all the wounds left over from Uranus, whatever Uranus dredged up. This is your 8th house. It deals with your other people's resources. It's on the financial axis, the axis of life and death, life and the rebirth. And it deals with the 8th house particularly. It's a very subconscious house. It has, with Chiron going through here, memories from the past might surface. Some of them might be traumatic because that is the natural Scorpio house that deals with things that are hidden, things that can be dark and traumatic. So just keep in mind that Chiron is here to heal all that and use that energy for that healing. Reach out for help if you need to. Jupiter moves into Leo on June 29th. Jupiter will be in your 11th house for a whole year. And this is expanding joy and fun and optimism and faith. All here, a sense of identity, our sense of shining and being present. And this is your 11th house of community involvement, groups of friends, networks of people and associations, your higher house of money. So Jupiter being in this house is going to expand all that. And that's really good for you. It's really good for bringing in new sources of income, especially if you're on online platforms and just all those connections I just mentioned, expanding all that, bringing lots of joy and fun through those groups of people. In August, we have our next eclipse season, the first of which is August 12th. There's a new moon solar eclipse, 20 degrees and 2 minutes of Leo, and that's again your 11th house. So something new opening up here in this house, dealing with any of those themes, maybe more than one. And then on August 28th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse at 4 degrees and 54 minutes of Pisces. That is your 6th house. So again, something really being illuminated here for you, dealing with your health habits, your everyday habits, something being shown and something being ended, because lunar eclipses tend to end things, bring things to their culmination points, and then their endings. The nodes will shift. They shift. The true nodes shift on July 26th, and the mean nodes shift on August 18th for 18 months. The north node is moving from your 6th house of Pisces into your 5th house of Aquarius, where it likes to be in Aquarius. It operates very well. And then the south node moves from your 12th house of Virgo into your 11th house of Leo. This north node brings energy wherever it is, and it's going to bring energy into this house. It's going to bring energy into this 5th house of it's a natural house of joy and fun for you. And it's about taking risk and going on adventure and romance and children. So all that could be expanding for you. And the South Node going through your 11th house, it's a bit of a conundrum because Jupiter is there expanding and the South Node is going through there. But there's going to be discernment necessary because there's going to be so many options for you and so much expansion for you in this house. So discernment necessary in this 11th house, dealing with all those 11th house themes that I just mentioned. So really picking your friends well, your groups well, and how you invest your time here. Doing that for your greatest good. October 3rd, Venus goes retrograde to 8 degrees, 29 minutes of Scorpio. So that's your second house of resources and finances. And she retrogrades back into your first house of self. On November 13th, she stations direct at 22 degrees and 52 minutes of Libra in your first house. So you're going to be reevaluating the themes of the second and first house. So again, second is your finances, your resources, your value system is here, your self-worth is here, and then back into your first house of self, of your physicality, of how you are, how you present yourself to the world, and how you yourself identify. During this retrogradation, she makes her second Venus point of the year at 0 degrees and 45 minutes of Scorpio. Again, your second house. So this is big for us all too, because this is the last time Venus will make her star point in Scorpio. So again, in this cycle, she dies, she's reborn, and then she becomes visible. She will become visible as a morning star roughly on October 30th. So the end of October until all the way into the end of the year, she will be visible as a morning star, and she will have her rebirth right there in your first house of self. And that's just beautiful in Libra. Venus is the natural dispositor of Libra. She's in domicile in Libra. So this bodes well for you, Libra. Venus being rebirthed here in your house of self. So giving you new renewed interest in self, in your identity and who you are, and being able to present yourself to the world as this new freshly born Venus. So this year for you, Libra, I think there's going to be there's a potential for so much career growth and growth within networks and friends, and lots of luck in business and harmonious support. Make sure to use that Jupiter well within your networks and friends and have lots of fun, okay? Thank you for watching. I hope that I've helped you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the new year. I'm really wishing you the best for the year ahead, and I'll see you in the new year. Stay blessed.